Before we start, I want to talk about what baking is and its use case. Basically, we manipulate the textures to give an illusion of depth. That means we can reduce the poly count and add details for free. It's mostly used in the game industries where performance is important. On the left side, you can see our low poly. This will be our target. On the right side is our high poly, where we take fake geometries from. We align them together and then project the high poly onto the low poly. This is the process of baking. This will be our high poly. It can be very messy, you don't have to care about the topology, and you don't need a UV. I've created it to show you the capabilities of baking. And now our low poly. Make sure it aligns with the high poly. Also remember it needs a UV. Before you start exporting high and low poly, make sure they align and have the same pivot point. I also want to mention, bevels can be tricky. If the bake looks weird, bevel the low poly once, with one segment. I use Substance Painter. It is the industry standard texture software. You can get it from Adobe or Steam. We are in Substance Painter and this is how you can import your low poly. Make sure your UV is correct. Now press the croissant or F8. On the left side are the settings for the different maps. If you don't have a high poly, check this button, but we have one, so let's import it here. You could play with those sliders, but just take this. As you can see, there's no red. If you want, you can use anti-aliasing. Now it generates all the maps. Shift right click and drag left or right. You can press B to cycle through the generated maps and press M to go back to the material view. I added a smart material to take a better look at the bake. So now let's inspect the result. Let's check out the dirt generator. Here you have the settings you can play with. And as you can see, the generated maps are used to let the generator know where to place the dirt. The bake is completed and now starts the texturing part. I hope you have a successful bake and it wasn't that hard to follow. I tried to explain you the basics and recommend just play with the settings and slider to see what happens. With that said, I'm out. Bye.